Hi Larry, as promised, giving you some stretches for your hip flexors. The first one is going to be a basic hip flexor stretch. This is what I was showing the other day. The alignment's basically the knee under hip. If your knees get sore from being on the earth or you don't have a cushioned surface, you can always put a towel down. Let's make sure the toes of the back foot are kind of tucked under. And with this alignment, we're going to create a pelvic rotation. So I'm going to use my thumb to kind of mirror or represent the top of my pelvis. I'm going to try to rotate it upward. So I'm not going to try to arch my back to do that. I'm going to use my rectus abdominis, my six-pack muscle. As I start to contract, I want to kind of pull up from my pubis area. And as I start to do that, I'm going to feel a little bit of a stretch, maybe even a big stretch over the hip itself. And we want to kind of work that stretch a little more depth. So all we're going to do is maintain a vertical position, which is simply shoulders over hips. And we're going to take our hips while we keep engaged to our six-pack and just push forward slightly. And that's pretty much the extent of the stretch. You're going to hang out there 20 to 30 seconds. And if you do that 2 to 3 times, that'll kind of help to release it. You do the same thing on the opposite side, same setup. 20, 30 seconds. The progression to this is in a standing position. So demonstrating again on the same side as I did on the knee, all you're going to do is you're going to take front foot forward and the back foot. We're going to make sure that the heel isn't turning out or in, that it's aligned so that the pad and the baby toe of the foot are perpendicular to the line that you're standing in. So the heel's aimed straight up at the sky. The back knee is going to bend. We're going to use my thumbs to represent the ridge of my pelvis, and I'm going to try to rotate it up by engaging with that six-pack muscle. And this version of it operates the same way to deepen the release by simply pushing forward with the hips. And again, you can hold this for 20 to 30 seconds, 2 to 3 times per side. You can alternate side to side to side. You'll notice that this stretch has a release over a period of days and even weeks of doing it. So that's one stretch. The other stretch is, I just forgot what it's called. Cut.